Hi, welcome to Flipping the Classroom video experience. Today's objective is to master measuring lengths to the near 16th of an inch with precision. Now, as we talked in class, I want you to pause and rewind the video as you need so that you thoroughly understand measuring and you're ready for our activity in class. Let's get started.
When taking measurements for an individual's height, designing, remodeling, or building of any kind, precise measurements are required. Consequently, learning to measure with a customary ruler to the nearest 16th of an inch is important. We'll begin by looking at the fractional parts of 1 inch. Take a close look at the enlarged portion. Into how many increments is that inch divided? Counting the spaces between the division lines only, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Since the inch is divided into 16 spaces, the 16 is the denominator of the fractional part of the inch. So we would write that as 16 in the denominator, and one space would be in the numerator for 1/16 of an inch. Every space is 1/16 of an inch. Two spaces would be, 2/16 of an inch. 3 spaces would be 3/16 of an inch. And so forth until you count all the way to 16/16 or 1 whole inch. 16 will now always be our denominator, and the numerator will be the number of spaces we count when measuring an item. Let's measure a pencil. What is its length? Remember, count the spaces, not the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pencil is 5/16 inch long. Now let's measure a larger pencil. Counting the spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The pencil is 8/16 of an inch. Using what you already know about fractions, you can see 8/16 is not simplified. So we need to find a common factor between 8, our numerator, and 16, our denominator. What common factor do we have between both of these? Well, it's 8. So we need to divide our numerator by 8. And likewise our denominator. In doing so, 8 divided by 8 is 1, 16 divided by 8 is 2. 8/16 is 1/2. Looking at our ruler, you can see that the pencil looks like half of 1 inch. And so we would say the pencil is 1/2 of an inch. Always simplify any measurement if you can. Looking at our ruler again, if we were measuring an item that was 2/16, we would want to simplify 2/16 to 1/8. So we would say we have 1/8 of an inch. Likewise, if we continue to 4/16, we would simplify that fraction in the same manner we do finding a common factor of 4 and dividing both of the numerator and the denominator by that common factor. So our answer would be 4 divided by 4 is 1, 16 divided by 4 is 4, or 1/4 of an inch. 6/16 would be simplified to 3/8, and so forth. Looking at some of the fractions like 3/16 or 5/16 or 7/16, can you simplify these? No. They're already in simplest forms because the numerator and the denominator have no common factor by which you can simplify. So leave them as they are. Let's do a practice problem together. Find the length of the toothbrush. I'll pause a moment for you to find the answer first. We see that the toothbrush is greater than 2 inches. There's 1 inch, there's 2, and now we need to count the spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I know that my answer is 2 whole inches and 14/16. Now I see my 14/16 can be simplified, so I must always simplify if I can. So I have a common factor of 2 between 14 and 16. So I need to divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. And so I know my final answer is going to be 2 whole inches and 7/8 of an inch. Did you get that answer? Great.
Now that concludes our lesson. Finish the worksheet, remembering to count the spaces, not the lines, and to simplify if you can. Any questions or comments you have, write them down in the question comment box and bring them to class. Make sure those questions get answered, and then get ready for some fun. Auf Wiedersehen!